Welcome back to the channel. Figured I'd make a short video because it's been a while since I made a video about removing some emission stuff off your truck. So I figured I would go ahead and do a more current video. Not sure how long it's going to be, but we'll go over a few things. This is the way I do it, but we'll go ahead and jump right into it. 2011 Ram 5500. Went ahead and did the computer software in there. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of all this crap. Started off with removing my little plastic cover here. As you can see there, 8mm bolts. Don't mind my shoes. I'm not wearing flip-flops. It is raining. I'm getting a little wet. Still gonna do the job. But come over here, 11mm, take this piece off, unplug your sensors. We're not gonna use these anymore. Now I'm working on taking the intake off. After the intake is off, I will start working on this bolt to get this pipe out of here. There's also another, I believe it's a 8mm nut down here. That's not really easy to get to, but it has to come off no matter what. And then we'll get to pulling the coolant line and the bolts out of the manifold right here that's holding this EGR cooler on. And then we will go ahead and install our new parts. But that's what we're working with. So real simple to do this. I've done it like 4 or 5 times. Real simple, basic tools, nothing crazy. I'm dressed like a hobo right now because it is a little hot out here in Ohio. But go ahead and keep chugging along on this and see how far we get. As you can see, I have the intake off, and I went ahead and put a plastic Ziploc bag down there to make sure nothing really falls in there where the turbo's at. But here are the bolts that we need to get to. A little bit of a tight squeeze, but it is manageable. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to working on this pipe here, that clamp, and then we'll start working on this EGR cooler. Okay, and after fighting with it for a few minutes, what I did was I actually took my upper coolant pipe off here. And then once you take that off, it's an 8mm bolt that's holding this on right here. So just get a little extension, 8mm ratchet, that right there comes off. And then I took my hand and I hit the pipe down, popped loose, took it off. Now, since I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and just put the block off plates on that, and that side will basically almost be done other than the butterfly valve. But I'm gonna wait to do that whenever it's not pouring down rain. So we'll start moving to this side. Never said I was the smartest man to work on a truck in the rain, but I wanna get it done, so here we are. I probably could have pulled it a little bit further forward, but I don't care. It cooled down outside, is what it is. But I went ahead and popped that piece off here. You want to peel the old gasket off with a razor blade and just make sure you get all the surface cleaned. I need to go over this with a little bit more Scotch Brite, whatever the red pad is, but a little bit of brake clean on it, and then just go over it with this and just try to get that surface, you know, just nice and decontaminated, I guess you can say. So when you put your new gaskets on, they seal nicely. But this truck has, I think, 250,000 miles on it. As you can see, the soot buildup is starting to happen here. So it's starting to get there a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and get rid of all this. So I went ahead and stopped working on that truck because it was not getting any nicer outside. So I took a quick job opportunity to take a FedEx truck up to Cleveland. So a lot of the original subscribers know that I worked at FedEx, and I still do. I just do all of my shenanigans on the side for now. But I got an opportunity to take a FedEx truck up to Cleveland for a little bit extra money. And as soon as I left the house, the weather cleared up a little bit. So I'm almost down here to Cincinnati where we're grabbing the FedEx truck from, and then we're gonna take it all the way up to Cleveland, Ohio. So it's about a 3 and 3/4 hour, I guess 4 hours, call it 4 hours drive. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'll get back later this evening, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then back into work next day. So go ahead and see how long this takes to go through the rain up here. Went ahead and got the EGR cooler off. It is a different day, obviously. It's nice and sunny out. Went ahead, put the block plate on there, tighten it down, and then we have our coolant riser. We have our barb fitting with our O-ring pushed in here already. About to go ahead and get our bracket on with our hardware and our other coolant pipe. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this buttoned up here, and then hopefully we'll be moving to the exhaust, which will probably not be fun either, but go ahead and get all this put together, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Been a day or two, but went ahead and wrapped the truck up. I had to order a new manifold stud because the other one I had, actually the threads got messed up, so we had to order a new one. But as you can see, we got our EGR block plate on. We have our block plate back there. And as you can see, since this is a 5500, it comes with a block plate already on it, at least on the front half. Coolant lines ran, the little spacer there for the coolant riser. All this is buttoned up. And then underneath the truck, the exhaust is already off. And if you're wondering, this is for a 2013 to 2018 cab and chassis truck, but it does work. As you can see, I reused the back portion that goes over the axle and went ahead and used 1, 2, 3 pieces out of the new kit. There's the muffler. But actually wasn't too much of a pain to install. It was a little finicky. I think that 13 to 18 kit is actually made to fit the 10 to 12 trucks, but it's on there. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up and let you hear how it sounds. No check engine lights, which is always a good sign. We will need a new fan clutch because this one's a little wobbly, but turn like a kitten. I've actually never heard a Cummins with a muffler, and it's actually really, really quiet. So it has a 4-inch race pipe with a muffler on it. Super quiet. So not too hateful of an install, just a little different than what I'm used to, but same time, not bad. 280,000 miles. Ooh, that belt squeal is horrible. But 280,000 miles up here in Ohio. So it's a little rusted, but not the end of the world. But if you guys want to see more of this or see more of the two trucks, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and follow me.